At 18 years old, I had the first experience of a girl liking me and wanting to go out with me. When this occurred, I felt at the top of the world. I thought, finally, everything's turning up Benjamin. Finally, I can be happy. Yet, as I got to know this particular girl, sadly, we weren't compatible. Now, this brought me into a lot of conflict because she clearly liked me a lot and I did not share those feelings. We sort of rushed things a little bit, so the end was very sad for us. Now, there was a part of me that was extremely conflicted and wanted to continue. Or maybe I should just leave it for a few months. Or if I decide to end things with this girl, I'm going to be alone again. I'm going to be back at square one. These are the questions you have to ponder when you have this kind of experience. Maybe you've never had this sort of experience. Maybe some of you guys are still waiting to have this kind of experience. But nonetheless, I'd like to share my perspective on it. I think that ultimately, and I've said it before, you have to be comfortable being by yourself. You have to be comfortable with the idea that you may never find her. And that is hard, and it's something that maybe I've not come fully to terms with. Because most things that I do is motivated by love, to be honest. Like, just a lot of guys won't admit it, but we do things to get the attentions of girls, to attract girls, to date girls. And if I was going to sit here and say I would be 100% comfortable with being alone for the rest of my life and not having a female companion, I'd be lying to myself. Yet you do have to have this base level of satisfaction with being yourself and being alone. Now, sometimes you can feel really low by being lonely. And there's a sense of desperation. There's a sense that any girl that comes your way, you just fall madly in love with her. Or even if you're not really interested in her, the attractions come only because she's interested in you. You're only interested in this girl because she's interested in you. This is what happened with me. But I learned that we weren't compatible and that we had to go our separate ways and find people who were right for us. And I blame myself mostly for the way things turned out. It was a bittersweet ending. Ultimately, I'd just not been totally honest with her, and I just had to be honest and say, we aren't compatible. Like I said, there was a part of me that wanted to see things through because I was so displeased with the idea of being alone. I thought, finally I found someone, but it just wasn't right. What made it worse was how people around me acted. My family were telling me, oh, you shouldn't have made such a rash decision, or maybe you should call her back, maybe you can work things out. I knew we weren't able to work things out. And it did hurt me slightly, but life goes on ultimately. And you have to understand that neediness and desperation is extremely unattractive and it doesn't really help anyone, especially yourself. Being needy is going to draw people away from you, and you're just going to become this degraded version of yourself that is always chasing girls, always wanting girls, chasing this particular person. Even if they're interested in you in the first place, if you show this neediness and this desperation, they'll probably not find you as attractive. That being said, you certainly can't be something you're not. You certainly can't pretend to be interested in someone or just see things through with a person that you're not attracted to, either physically or personality-wise, whatever it is. You can't pretend to be a person that they're attracted to when you're not attracted to them, when you can't see yourself being with them, Why? It's not fair. It's not fair on you, and it's certainly not fair on them. Sure, you're buying time, you're wishing that you can never be lonely again, but sometimes you don't know what you've got till it's gone. Sometimes when you're in your loneliest moments, when you have the peace of solitude, you miss that. Let's say you're with a person who is crazy about you and wants to be with you all the time. You'll perhaps have a conflict of, maybe I wasn't completely lost and distressed when I was on my own. Maybe I just needed to learn to be alone and embrace the loneliness. And then if someone comes my way who I'm compatible with, that's fine. Yet you certainly can't be a person that appeals to other people. You have to be your own person. You have to accept you as an individual. You're the one that's always in your presence. So learn to love yourself. And then once you love yourself, people that you might be able to love will be attracted to, fall into your life. But just make sure that you are truly devoted with them and can see yourself with them, and are not just pandering to their likes and hoping everything turns out okay or something will switch in your brain. Because that's what I was kind of hoping for myself. I was hoping, why do I feel this way? I wish I didn't feel this way. I wish I just liked this girl. I wish I didn't think the way I did. But looking back, no. Why should I wish myself to change when there's someone out there who will accept me for me? And while I wait for her, I shall embrace my loneliness. I shall not be desperate for love. And I will just embrace the wonder that is life. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Again, I keep getting very deep with these. I do excuse for my voice as well. I've got a bit of a stuffy nose that I've been combating, but will rise again, don't worry. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, the whole 9 yards, and take very good care of yourself. God bless. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, take very good care of yourself. So nice, I said it twice.